In the vibrant land of Dwarf Hollow, a gentle giant named Grumble roamed. Grumble was known for his enormous size, but even more for his kind heart. He loved exploring the rolling hills and sparkling streams, always curious about the tiny village of dwarves nestled in the valley. The dwarves were clever little creatures, famous for their beautiful craftsmanship. They spent their days mining for gems and crafting shiny treasures. However, they had one worry: giants. They believed giants were loud and clumsy, likely to cause trouble without meaning to. One sunny morning, Grumble decided to visit the dwarves. With a heart full of excitement, he tiptoed into the village, careful not to crush any houses. But even his softest footsteps made the ground tremble, and the dwarves peeked out from their doors, wide-eyed and trembling. "Hello down there," Grumble called, waving his giant hand. "I come in peace." The dwarves huddled together, whispering anxiously. "What does he want?" squeaked Dilly, the youngest dwarf. "Maybe he wants to eat us," gasped Grunk, the oldest, his beard quivering. But Grumble had no such intentions. He simply wanted to make friends. Finally, a brave little dwarf named Tinker stepped forward, his tiny heart pounding. "What do you want, giant?" he asked, trying to sound brave despite his shaking voice. "I love your village. It's so colorful and lively. I thought I could help you." Grumble replied, his voice warm and inviting. The dwarves exchanged glances, unsure of what to do. After a moment of hesitation, Tinker said, "Okay, but you have to promise to be careful." Grumble beamed. "I promise." With that, the giant got to work. He used his enormous hands to help the dwarves carry heavy stones, reach high branches to gather fruit, and even construct a new bridge over the sparkling stream. The dwarves were amazed at how gentle he was. They found themselves laughing at his silly stories and goofy dances, slowly warming up to their new friend. As days turned into weeks, Grumble became a beloved member of Dwarf Hollow. He would join the dwarves during their work, singing songs that echoed through the valley. They even shared meals together, with Grumble making sure to take tiny bites of the delicious dishes the dwarves prepared. One day, Tinker had an idea. "Let's host a festival to celebrate Grumble," he suggested. The other dwarves cheered at the thought. They decided to call it the Giant's Gala. The dwarves spent days decorating the village with bright flowers, twinkling lights, and colorful banners. Grumble was thrilled to help, reaching up high to hang the decorations from the tallest trees. On the day of the festival, laughter filled the air as everyone danced and enjoyed delicious treats. Grumble served food, making sure each dwarf had plenty to eat while telling them funny stories about his adventures. The dwarves no longer feared him. They had come to see him as a friend, and their joy radiated throughout the village. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Grumble stood in the center of the village, surrounded by his friends. "Thank you for welcoming me into your hearts," he said, his voice echoing with warmth and happiness. The dwarves cheered, "Hooray for Grumble, our gentle giant." They clapped and danced, celebrating the bond they had formed. From that day forward, Grumble and the dwarves shared countless adventures. They taught each other new skills. Grumble showed the dwarves how to fish in the stream, while the dwarves taught Grumble how to craft tiny trinkets. Together, they proved that friendship knows no size. In Dwarf Hollow, the gentle giant and his tiny friends lived happily ever after, creating memories that would last a lifetime. And every year, they celebrated the giant's Gala, reminding everyone that kindness and friendship can bridge even the biggest of gaps. The end.